But first, before we unite, not against a common enemy, but for a common good, let's slow things down and say a final farewell to all those we've lost tonight. And this is a long one. Grab those Kleenex.
Having something to do with paying some Stormy Daniels woman $130,000, I mean, which is going to turn out to be perfectly legal.
Oh, they funneled it through the law firm.
Funneled through the law firm, and the president repaid it.
Oh, I didn't know he did.
Yeah.
There's no campaign finance law.
Zero.
Have you seen the really bad schools? Maybe try to figure out what they're doing?
I have not intentionally visited schools that are underperforming.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I should, yes.
You know, someone as despicable as Hitler, who didn't even sink to using chemical weapons. So you have to, if you're Russia, ask yourself, is this a country that you, and a regime that you want to align yourself with?
There will be a smooth transition to a second Trump administration. Right, we're ready. The world is watching.
When I first came, a lot of people saying, but you're a doctor, so you can't possibly know anything about housing. How can you possibly run HUD? You know, people are so stupid. You know, I kind of liken it to the CEO of a large medical center.
He's a guy who's been an entrepreneurial guy. He's built an amazing company. He's become the epitome of the American dream. He's gone from just about nothing into, you know, a man who just, you know...
Nothing? You got $1 million bucks? Come on.
He's built an unbelievable empire. He's epitomized what America's all about, opportunity and working hard.
As a recent graduate, I can relate to so many of you who might be looking for a job. My father built a thriving economy once, and believe me, he will do it again.
Is this national security team a mess?
Absolutely not. That's the most ridiculous question I've ever heard. Let me just say, the national security team, which is what you asked, consists of the National Security Advisor, the Secretary of Defense, the Secretary of State, myself, the Chief of Staff, and many others.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Attorney General Barr, has the President or anyone at the White House ever asked or suggested that you open an investigation of anyone?
I wouldn't.
Yes or no? I will.
No, I think it's because Donald Trump is a fighter. He's been fighting for the American people. He's taken heat and hits. I mean, I know personally, right? I mean, you know well that I did 30 hours of testimony for doing a fraction of what, let's say, Hunter Biden did. Now there's an actual link to Russia. There's an actual link to Vladimir Putin to the tune of $3.5 million to the Biden family.
I don't think most Americans in their heart want to be given something. I've spent a lot of time traveling around this country over the last 4 years. People want to work for what they get. So I think this idea of a guaranteed minimum is not something most people want.
You're not the first lady to have to deal with her husband's alleged infidelities. Has this put a strain on your marriage?
It is not concern and focus of mine. I'm a mother and a first lady, and I have much more important things to think about and to do.
Well, what I could tell you is I wasn't in Paris, but it never happened. Home. I've never been with anyone who cares more deeply about the men and women of our armed forces or respects them and their families than President Donald Trump.
Right, and then I see the disinfectant. It knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that? By injection inside or almost a cleaning, because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number in the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with. But it sounds interesting to me.